future in it. So I decided to check out the course offerings here at Montgomery College, and I was really impressed with what I found in the radio and TV program. So I made a big plunge and decided to quit my job and pursue a dream that I'd always wanted to go after, and that was a career in radio and TV.
Today we acknowledge the things that you've done, all the years and the hard work and dedication, from the locker room to the Raptor report, all the hours you've spent editing videos, for the bad days you've had, but you show, and the lies you changed me more than anything.
Welcome back inside the locker room.
The lies you changed me more than anything.
Well, Montgomery College is having a very strong season. Dr. Miriam Powell.
You filmed from town hall to nationals, rebuild the Raptor. You're a Montgomery staple. It's impossible to thank you. Exceeding expectations every time, with a clean-shaven head and the warmest smile. You gave your everything to our community, but the lies you changed me more than anything.
Walker race to the bag, and he's safe. The ball game is over.
The lies you changed me more than anything.
Here comes Mackenzie around, and she scores the winning run of the game.
The lies you changed, baby, more than anything. All the thousands and thousands of miles that you traveled with a smile. The lies you changed, baby, yeah, more than anything. It made my day to see you in the stands with the camera in your hand. The lies you changed, yeah, more than anything.
There is a base hit, and the Raptors have won the ball game.
Yes, the lies you changed, they mean more than anything.
Oh, there's a shot at the buzzer. It's good! McElroy!
The lies you changed me more than anything.
And the lights just went out.
Don't underestimate, no.
Our undefeated Montgomery College Raptors women's volleyball team.
Don't underestimate
Say cut?
the impact that you made on the lives that you've changed along the way. Don't underestimate the impact that you made on the lives that you touched along the way.
Good night, everybody.
'Cause the lies you've changed me more than anything. Congratulations, Mike.
Starting now. And for all of us at Montgomery College Television, thanks for watching, everyone.
Yes, Congratulations, Mr. Michael Brown. Enjoy your retirement, sir. We are very proud of you. Moving on. American University is hiring a woman, Dr. Billy Walker. Her name is Dr. Billy Walker. And she's bringing in 17 years of experience providing program direction, innovation, and coordination for athletic organizations and institutions of higher education. Natalie Rogers has been hired as the Associate AD for Student Athlete Well-Being in the American University Department of Athletics. Dr. Billy Walker, Director of Athletics and Recreation, announced the hire after an extensive search for the candidate who best fit this newly structured role. She says she is extremely excited to welcome Miss Natalie Rogers to American University. And I quote, she said, "Walker, Natalie brings a vast array of experience across a wide spectrum of athletics, whether it be working for a national governing body, coaching, and serving as an administrator at several high-end academic institutions, or more than a decade as an official at the NCAA headquarters. She's proven herself as a dynamic leader in each role. We are delighted to welcome Natalie to the Eagles team." Rogers has spent the last 8 years in the Washington, D.C. area, recently working for the United States Tennis Association and Reston, VA. While working with the USTA, Rogers' focus was on the youth brand net generation as she managed a team that drove the member engagement and diversity and inclusion efforts. She says, "I am beyond thrilled to join the American University Athletics family, and I'm thankful to Dr. Billy Walker and the entire search committee for this opportunity," said Rogers. She says she is excited and eager to build partnerships within the university committee and provide support to our tremendous student athletes, coaches, and staff as we work together to pursue continued excellence for our American University Eagles. Among her roles in higher education was a stint at Howard University as the Associate Director of Compliance from 2012 until 2013. Rogers was recruited to Howard to help develop innovative new compliance practices for the athletic department. She was well suited for this work as an athlete department administrator after spending 10 previous years on the NCAA staff, first as an assistant director of enforcement and then as the associate director of amateurism certification for the NCAA Eligibility Center. Rogers, a Division I tennis player at the University of Michigan, also has a background in coaching. She spent 4 years early in her career as the tennis coach, badminton coach, and assistant professor of physical education at Bryn Mawr College. In 2000, she moved on to the University of Chicago, where she spent 2 years as the head coach for men's and women's tennis, assistant professor of physical education and athletics, and a special events manager for the Division III institution. Gaining extensive experience outside of athletic departments as added to Rogers' portfolio as she ran her own consulting business from 14 to 16 to provide guidance and education to coaches and athletic organizations regarding complex NCAA legislation as it related to the eligibility process. A native of Grand Rapids, Michigan, Rogers graduated from the University of Michigan with a bachelor's degree in political science, and later earned her master's degree in sports leadership from DeQuin's University. Rogers, formerly Natalie Butler, resides in Alexandria, VA, with her husband. I do wish you all the best, Ms. Natalie Rogers, in your pursuit of American University and to bring excellence to Washington. Thank you. Moving on here. So, College Park, Maryland has 4 standouts from in and around the University of Maryland family will be inducted into the Montgomery County Sports Hall of Fame. The MCSHF announced. Johnny Holliday, Tom Brown, Jerry Ingram, and Roy Lester will be officially inducted on October 18th via a virtual induction ceremony. These men and women have brought recognition and honor to our community in their respective fields, said MCSHF Board Chair Trish Heffelfinger. She said it is indeed a stellar group. And in keeping with the COVID-19 pandemic, the induction ceremony will be virtual, and we will hear from all of our inductees. First inductee, Johnny Holiday, the voice of the Terps, is entering his 40th season as the play-by-play voice of the University of Maryland. Holiday has broadcast nearly 1,500 Terrapin football and basketball games, including 14 bowl games, 10 Sweet 16, and 2 Final Four appearances, including Maryland's national championship victory over Indiana in 2002. Tom Brown, who was an All-American football and baseball player for the Terps from 1960 to 62 and starred at nearby Montgomery Blair High School, who went on to play for the Washington Senators and the Green Bay Packers following his days in College Park. Brown was a starting first baseman for the Senators in 1963 and won a pair of Super Bowl titles with the Packers in 65 and in 66. He is one of fewer than 70 men to play in both the NFL and the MLB. Congratulations, Mr. Tom Brown. Next inductee, Jerry Ingram, who started at nearby Springbrook High School, had a storied career at Maryland before her professional tennis career. Ingram went undefeated both in high school and in the Atlantic Coast Conference, earning an ACC championship and all ACC honors in 1989. Ingram's 8-year professional career was highlighted by 4 ITF singles, titles, and main draw appearances at the 1989 Australian Open and the 1993 U.S. Open. The late Roy Lester, the last inductee in the Hall of Fame. The late Roy Lester served at the University of Maryland as an assistant football coach from 1956 until 1958 and was later the head coach for 3 seasons from 1969 to 71. Lester's coaching experience on the Montgomery County High School circuit was highlighted by 6 undefeated seasons while at the helm of Richard Montgomery High School in the 1960s, as well as state titles with Paint Branch in 1975 and Magruder in 84 and 86. Unfortunately, Lester passed away in May of 2020 at the age of 96. Lester established in 2018, MCSHF is a non-profit organization dedicated to celebrating the many positive benefits sports bring to our communities, especially to the youth of Montgomery County. Holiday, Brown, Ingram, and the late Lester will join fellow Terp alum Dominic Dawes, 2019 inductee in the MCSHF. Also inducted into the 2020 class will be Curtis Pride Kennedy and Amy Wood Bethesda, Chevy Chase, Maryland. Congratulations to all inductees. Next up, we have the big football schedule. So, College Park, Maryland. The University of Maryland's updated 2020 football schedule, which features 9 games against conference opponents, was released by the Big Ten on Saturday. The schedule includes 8 scheduled games as the Terps host Minnesota, Ohio State, Michigan State, and Rutgers at Maryland Stadium, while traveling to Northwestern, Penn State, Indiana, and Michigan to finish off the season. Maryland will open its 2020 season on October 24th with its first ever trip to Evanston, Illinois, to face Northwestern. The Terps began their home slate the following week against Minnesota on October 31st, before traveling to Penn State on November 7th. The Terps will follow the road trip to State College with back-to-back home games as Maryland welcomes Ohio State on November 14th and Michigan State on November 21st. On Thanksgiving weekend, the Terps will travel to Indiana to face the Hoosiers on November 28th before a second consecutive road game as Maryland heads to Michigan on December 5th. The 8th and final scheduled game for Maryland will welcome Rutgers to College Park for a December 12th meeting. Maryland's 9th game on December 19th will occur on Big Ten Champions Week, East versus West, pitting the Terps against a cross-divisional opponent, with the top 2 teams playing in the Big Ten Championship game. Details surrounding Big Ten Champions Week will be announced at a later time. All kickoff times and broadcast information will be released at a later date as well. Special date games, including Fridays, will be determined and announced at a later date. Under guidance from the Prince George's County